Alright, here is an account that I haven't played in I don't even know how long. Let's see what this says. 324 days. I'm gonna screenshot that. This is my hardcore account. Apparently I was doing agility last. We are 1822 total. I started this account when I was maxing the Iron Man. And I was treating it as basically like a generate task. Yeah, like tedious. So I got a bunch of random collection log things. Account's like kind of decent for where I'm at. Apparently I have 2 warrior rings. It's like no berserker ring. Unlucky. Yeah. I have a bunch of random collection log things. 17 combat tasks completed. 240 collection logs. Not too bad, but I think, you know, some buddies are playing their hardcores. We're starting them, and you know, just hardcore series are popping up in videos and stuff. So I think I'm gonna AFK this on the side of the Iron Man and see what happens. So a lot has happened and come out in the game since I've played it last. So I'm gonna need to really sit down and figure out what the heck I'm gonna do. But maybe we'll start seeing a hardcore series on the channel. We'll see. One of the first things I decided to do was get the Lumberjack outfit so I could just start AFKing woodcutting. I figured redwoods would be the perfect AFK spot for this account. We got one piece, and then I realized I didn't have the return trek, so I busted out Darkness of Hallowvale, and then I finished up the rest of the set, and it was time to AFK the heck out of this account. One thing that I knew I needed to start working on right away was all the diaries that I could possibly do, mainly for the Herblore XP, but also some of these diaries give some pretty good just passive upgrades. So here is the medium Karen diary done for 7,500 Herblore XP. I want to go to Barrow soon, and with the medium combat achievements, you don't get prayer drain if you're wielding the hilt. So here is me killing the very spooky mole to finish off the easy diaries. We busted out the Grim Tales quest so we can go on and finish up the Falador Hard diary, which gives us 71 Herblore. And here we are finishing up the Grey Brain robbery so we can finish up the Mauritania diary. And while waiting for my watermelons to grow, I did these 2 clues. The beginner clue gives me 7 whole law runes, which I'll take. I just spent 2,000 on my Nexus, so it's not too bad. And the medium clue gives me some GP and then lumberyard teleports. Not bad, I guess. My first batch of watermelons died, so I busted out a Tale of Two Cats while waiting for the second set, and they did live the second time, thank God, and we were able to finish up the Mauritania Hard diary. One of the last skills that I need to get up for diaries is smithing, and here we are getting 70. And one of the last things that I also need for diaries is 100 combat, but we're close to that. So we're getting up there. 70 smithing is also a requirement for Dragon Slayer 2, so that's one more done. And then we finished up the Lumbridge Hard diary, inching closer to that Lumbridge Elite. Can't wait to not have to deal with that Drayman staff. We still need some kudos to finish up the Hard Varrock diary, so here's what lies below. Now I gotta see what else I can do to finish up, I think, these last 15 kudos. Okay, well, I was going to try and do Curse of the Empty Lord, but my first freaking ghost is at the ship in Deep Wilderness. What the hell, man? Give me a chance. That's the very first one. Oh, jeez. I don't know. This would finish. I need 10 more kudos, and this mini quest would
finish it for me. Oh gosh. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Screw it. I'm gonna just use the main as a scout because I can't really tank anything. I don't have bruise. I don't really have any of that, so this is gonna suck, but oh no. I don't know. I don't think that guy was a PKer, but I'm not risking it. Wilderness again, bro. That one sucks. That one sucks a lot. So nerve-wracking, dude. Oh my god.
Well, it was nice to finally get a non-wilderness step in this rotation, but of course, the last one, we go back to the deep wilderness.
This be any longer, bro.
Oh man, we made it out. Thank God. Didn't really see that many PKers, but it was just so nerve-wracking. I think now that we have the full outfit, we can just go get our kudos and move on with our life. Alright, we finished up the Varrock Hard Diary, and that lamp got us 72 herb lore, which is 4 ranging potions. Very nice. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone here for the diary and 2 combat achievement points, but we're never spooned. So unlucky. We pie boosted to make our first batch of staminas, so now we're able to upgrade our pool to the stamina one, and then after that to the prayer regeneration one. Not bad. Here we are finishing up the Giant's Foundry quest. It is great XP for lower level accounts nowadays, and I'm also here to get the Kovacs Grog. It took 3 swords to go from 70-71 smithing, and I now have enough points to get the Grog. And I'm going to use this Grog to get a +4 boost to make the Adamant Spear for the Kandarin Hard Diary. But I messed up and forgot to finish the Barbarian training before drinking it, so I had to come back and get another one. Buying and equipping the Granite Body is the last task for the Kandarin Hard Diary. 1 more down. I like how the first thing I said I was going to do was AFK this account, and here we are 10 minutes into the video, finally getting our first woodcutting level. We finished up Temple of the Eye quest, which unlocks Guardians of the Rift for us. We get a level from the quest, which is nice because we need to get 65 rune crafting for the Arty Hard Diary, so I'm gonna start sending some runs here. Alright, we got 65 rune crafting from a couple Guardians of the Rift games. We didn't spoon anything, but we did get some pearls and an intricate pouch or 2. Now it is time to do Morning's End Part 1 and 2 for the Arty Hard Diary. Morning's End Part 1 completed, didn't take that long, and now it is time for the even longer one, Morning's End Part 2. Needed to do just a tiny bit of Brimhaven Agility for Morning's End Part 2, but there's a free 2 collection log slots. Alright, this should be the end of Morning's End Part 2. Really wasn't that bad. I don't think I failed any agility obstacle. The quest just takes a long time, especially with the 50 items. But we are done now. It is time to make some death runes and finish up this diary. Alright, with that attack level, that gets us 100 combat, which also means we can start working towards some other diary completions. Quick and easy 3 combat achievement points from Spore Kill. Let's go. We spooned it. Didn't have OBS open, but that is the zombie axe at 440 KC. Let's go. Alright, there's the Gautuber. Doing this on 2 accounts at once is way better. Still felt like it took a long time, but there it is. And then we're able to finish up the Karamja medium, and then very quickly finish up the Karamja hard diary. This easy clue is taking me to Varlamore, so there is Children of the Sun done. And we went on another big quest spree where we finished the Defender of Varrock, the Garden of Death, which is an annoying quest, Devious Mines, and the Land of the Goblins. Quest points are racking up there. After some AFK star mining, we were able to buy the ring, which will be nice for all of the future AFK mining. The Taste of Hope is done, and I did that fight, I think, on an Australian world from a shooting star, so that was stupid, but now we got this nice medallion here. I forgot how many cutscenes this quest has, but there is a Kingdom Divided done. Alright, apparently there is this super AFK mining in the Perilous Moons place that also gives prayer XP, which sounds a lot better than crafting XP from shooting stars, because crafting is already super duper easy to get with seaweed and all that. So here is another Varlamore quest. I think I need to do at least part of the Perilous Moons one to get in there. I don't know if I have to finish it yet, because it sounds kind of spooky. That blood guy he's no joke. But let's see how much of this quest I need to do now. Okay, I basically had to just start the quest to get access to these calcified rocks. XP looks basically the same, and I don't have to hop around and teleport around. So I might just stick here for quite a bit of time, bank this prayer XP, and then eventually we'll go for the mining gloves and all that good stuff. That is going to be it for the first episode of this Hardcore Iron Man series. We got a ton of quests and diaries done in the incredibly slow progress of getting ready for some of that peak mid-level PVM content, like Barrows and the Perilous Moons. This is the furthest I've made it on a Hardcore Iron Man account ever, and I don't really know what my goals are, so basically we'll kind of just see how far we can get. But I've got quite a few videos ready to go before we catch up on the current state of the account, so be on the lookout for more coming soon. But as always, I want to give a special shout out to my channel members, UMadBro, ADP, Steinar, Svavarson, and Haggerty. If you are not already subscribed, please just do it. Why not? Right? But thank you again for stopping by and your support, and I'll catch you in the next one.